Good morning, Alex. My name is Jessica, and I just recently got off the phone with Francisco, and he thought you might be interested in this video that I am about to record for you today. So, today we're going to go over a few things that you guys can start applying right away, and it's really going to help increase this traffic to your website and increase those calls and conversions for you, okay? Now, I'm super excited to do this because I know we've applied the same strategy with over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys, and it has made a huge difference for their businesses. So, getting started, here we are on your website. We're going to talk about content here. So, we're on your website. It looks good. I see that you have a separate page for water damage, fire damage, and mold over here. I like that you have the click to call. And I do know that you are starting to rank for some keywords. So you want to be able to convert the traffic when they're here. And you need to make it as super easy for those website visitors to do that. And so having the click to call is great, but you do need to have a website form as well. A lot of those leads will come through a form. So you are missing out on conversions by just not having that here above the fold. So I would definitely do that. Okay, so talking on content, when it comes to website ranking and your customers finding you, content is key, and you need a lot of content. And content comes in many forms. It could be videos and images, and we want to make sure that all of those images are optimized. So we have best restoration company for water, fire, and mold in Las Vegas. That's okay, but these images should have local keywords. So it should be Las Vegas water damage, Las Vegas water damage restoration, Las Vegas. So it's really important that those images are properly optimized, just as much as it is for the written content to be optimized. So Google sends crawlers to your website, and it looks through every single one of these pages looking for information so they understand who you are and what you do so that they can send the customers to you. Now, you do have a little bit of content on this home page, which is good, but you need to have more content. We always need more than what our competition is doing. And when we're doing content, it needs to be focused around those exact match keywords. And making sure you have the right repetition for those keywords so they're even picked up and indexed. And so you do have a little bit here. We want to see at least 1,500 words or more of content on the home page. If your competitors have more than 1,500 words, you need more than they do. And so if they have 1,500, you might try for 1,800 or 2,000. So it is really, really important. Also, your blogging. Blogs are important as well. This is long form content that it's taking a minute to load, I'm sorry. Long form content that gives you additional opportunities to go after long tail keywords that you may not have been going through on your main pages. So you only have 2 blogs. So definitely adding more blogs. It's going to allow you to go after more of those long tail keywords. Those are multiple keywords, questions that people ask, especially for the new AEO, ask engine, answer engine optimization. So you show up when people are using Siri and other devices. Having the right type of that content on your website, answering those questions, being conversational is really going to help you guys out a lot. And when we're talking about content, it's not just the content on your website, but also the content on the internet. So your social media pages, your Google business profile. Having good quality content everywhere is really going to help you since it sends more signals to Google. It's going to help Google trust you more. It's going to promote you even higher. So now when a customer does a search on Google, similar to this, as we both know, There's 3 different spots that you can have good positioning in. The first is going to be ads. That can be your cost per click ads and local service ads. And this can be a really lucrative position to be in as long as you have all your foundations and everything set up correctly. You have the right type of landing pages. You're not sending them to generic website. Having everything dialed in really well can be lucrative, but if it's not, it can actually be a big money pit. And if that's the case, it's more important to focus on the next 2 sections, which may be even more important for you. So the second section, this is your Google Business Profile, the Google Map Pack section. Your goal should be to be in the top 3, which you are for this specific search. You want to be in the top 3 for each of your services in all the areas that you service. I noticed that you're servicing an entire county, and the content on your website was just Las Vegas. So we're missing a lot of opportunities here. So here is great that you are in the top 3 for Las Vegas and this search. But if you're not for some of the other areas you serve and services, then you need to further optimize this even more. And there are a lot of factors that go in to ranking, but one of the most important are citations, which is simply listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories. Directories are things like the Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Glassdoor, Yellow Pages. You need a lot of those. You need more than your competition. Every single one of those citations are sending different signals to Google to tell them who you are and what you're about. Great job on over 900 reviews and having a 4.9. That is awesome. And this third section here, which is the most important, this is your organic section. 60 to 70% of people will skip the ads and skip the maps and come right here. So it is really important that you are at the top of these pages. It's great. You have a lot of keywords that have actually moved to the first page, but you're more on the bottom of the page. The higher you are ranking up here, the more that traffic that you're going to get. The top ones usually get 37 to 40% or more of the traffic. So you are missing out on quite a bit by just not being here. And this all comes down to the foundation of your website. Okay. Again, you have a great website. You do have some content on these pages, but it's important to understand that people search differently. So you want to optimize on the various searches, optimize on those long tail keywords, utilize blogs so you can get a lot more of those long tail keywords and pick up all that additional traffic. If we look at your top organic competitor, it is ServPro. Yes, they are a franchise, but they are very beatable. You actually have an advantage. ServPro, and most franchises, those franchisees cannot optimize this content. They're pretty much stuck with whatever they get. And so while you don't have to compete with the entire franchise, you are competing with these local areas. And so you just need to do better than what they're doing. Having more content, more keyword strategy to your content, really complying with the latest SEO, AEO trends is going to help you quite a bit. You can see they have more written content and they have more blogs and more pages. And so you just need to do better than they're doing. And then you need to support your website and those keywords with a backlinks, which brings us to backlinks and SEO. So this is Ahrefs, a tool we use to show how your website is performing. We can see here you have a rating of a 4.9 out of 100 in Google's trust flow. This means Google does not trust your website. Partly because the type of content on your website, but also the fact that you're not sending any power to your website. Like everything else, every tool we use, nothing works without power. So we have to have a lot. And we get that power through backlinks. So backlinks are really important, but it's important to understand that not all backlinks are created equal. This is a popularity contest. You have to be going after good quality, do follow backlinks. Things from related home services and vendors. The last thing you want is something from Pizza Hut, even though they're a high-ranking site. Because you don't sell pizza, it's actually a spammy type of backlink. So you do have a couple good backlinks, but you have a lot of duplicate and spammy backlinks, so it's actually hurting you. And this authority score is important for your ranking. So having these backlinks, getting that authority, having those blogs, like I mentioned, and linking those blogs to authoritative sources, all of those different ways help build this authority. And as this authority goes up, it actually pushes a lot of weight to your website and to those keywords. And so if we look here, you have actually been indexed for over 200 keywords, and you are getting about 170 people on average to your website. And when we look at the keywords, like I said, you are actually ranking a couple of these keywords. This one's towards the top, but most of these are mid to the bottom of the first page of Google. So you do get some traffic. But if we look here, if this keyword here went from number 6 to 1 or 2, with 200 potential traffic, that should be getting you at least 60 customers, potential customers coming to your website. Just that one keyword. So it's great that you have managed to get on the first page for some of these keywords. Most of them are the same type of keywords with the keyword and the city at the end. So capitalizing on the various different keyword combinations is going to get you even more traffic, and getting you boosted from the bottom of the first page to the top of the first page is going to double and triple the traffic it's already bringing. So you guys are already on your way, and already doing pretty good, but you could be getting a lot more traffic by just further optimizing the website and then supporting your website with the SEO. So when we look over here at ServPro, this is the rank for the entire franchise. This is the rank here, 3.2 out of 100, is for the specific location. And they're not doing anything. They only have 5 backlinks. It's pointless for them to do anything because they can't actually do much to help themselves. So, but despite that, they've been indexed for only 24 keywords, yet they're getting a lot more traffic than you guys. And that's because the weight of this website, the authority is just pushing that and helping them to rank higher on those keywords. And so they have different variations of these keywords, and then they're in the top spots. So these guys are definitely beatable. But you just need to work a little bit harder on your content and keyword strategy. If you work on this, focus on that, and you work on the backlink strategy that I just shown you, you guys have a huge opportunity to dominate in your area. And if you go even further, because you do an entire county and you add service area pages for each of those areas you serve, you have even more potential to show up in each of those areas and capture that much more traffic. So these tips will definitely help you. I hope you found this information helpful. You're more than welcome to take it and run with it on your own. But if you want a partner to help you get there, that is our specialty here at Peterson SEO. And we specialize in working with companies just like you guys. So if you have any questions or you'd like to get on our calendar, go ahead and give us a call or respond to our email, and we'd be happy to chat. Thank you so much for watching, Alex, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.